For the listener's discretion, this podcast contains strong language and adult themes that may not be suitable for children. These are not the views of the radio station or its affiliates.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. I see me addressing you. Let me put the smile right onto your face, tracing every inch of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know that we can't play naughty. You beg and I plead, and you pull my heartstrings until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. Until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you.
What? Good evening, y'all. Good evening.
Good evening, yo.
To my partner over there, let's get this screen cleared out. Get everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello to all our listeners on WUBI Ubiquity Radio. Thank you guys for joining us. For those who are listening out there in over 150 countries, thank you for joining us. Those who are watching on the WUBI Ubiquity Radio website, thank you for looking at us on there. Those who are on, of course, Facebook watching on those many pages. Those who are on Apple iPod, Google Podcasts, Twitch, YouTube. I can't remember them all. Let me look up here right quick and see where we see people. The lounge, I see Twitch, I see YouTube, I see quite a few of them, all of those different places. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you coming back to see us, going down on the mic. We know some of you, plenty of you are here to see our amazing guest tonight, one of our Empowered Magazine honorees, Dana Coolbaugh. Did I get that correct? Did I get that correct, Dana? I can see you down there. Hopefully I did. Did I get that correct, Chris?
Coolbaugh.
Coolbaugh. Did I get
Bah.
that correct? Thank
Bah.
you.
Bah.
It's a tough room sometimes. It's a tough room. I see that we have last week's honoree and our guest from last week, Erica Maxwell, that's here with us this evening. She said she'd be back with us. Thank you for coming back and joining us, Miss Erica. For you all that were here last week, she is back here with us. We have Miss Catherine. Love your necklace, Moni. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. We got Sally down there saying good evening to everyone. We appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us. Everyone else who's out there. I see a Christian down there saying hello. What's up? How are you? How are you? I love that because my favorite show when I was little was what? Romper Room. That we all got to say hello to everyone through the magic mirror.
Don't
You
start the
know,
magic mirror. Don't. No, Lord, Lord, Lord.
through the magic mirror. They never said my name. We see Miss Roslyn down there. How you doing, Miss Roslyn? I see Latanya down there. What's up from Washington? Down there in Auburn, Washington. She's probably out there on the balcony cooling out with her blanket and everything. How you? I got on my old school shirt. Wait, I'm pumping. I got the old school on there. Got the classic.
Yeah, okay.
Just wanted to show it. Had the classic on there. Miss Tiffany, one of my other former guests on the show. She is one of my favorite notaries. If you're looking for a notary, that's definitely someone you want to look at. She's gonna get you going right there. I guess Miss Law's out here too. Definitely one of our team members on there also. Look at here, we got Miss Toy Taylor in the house. She's saying hi to us. We got all the people in here. I'm not sure that may be. I'm not sure who that is right there. Put your name in there so we can say hi to you. But we appreciate seeing all our people in here. Let's get down to the conversation. How do you, Chris? How
I'm
are you?
fine wearing
I
my
thought you
new
were frozen
wearing
for a
my
minute.
no, wearing my new shirt because I don't have an old shirt, but
You don't
that's
have a
all
class.
right.
That's Miss Toy. That's on this shirt right there. Yeah. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Hanging in there.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
now we wanted to talk about because our guest tonight, she's going to talk all about the happy, how to be happy, how to find the happiness and different things. And so I was chatting with her quite a bit. The timeliness of this is just remarkable. And so we talked about kind of what kind of intro can we have? And so we were talking about some things kind of that I was going through and maybe some other people were going through and look, y'all hang in there with me because I know we may have some fellas out there. Natalie, she says hi. She said, "You got this, Dana. Look, we got your supporters out here." She said, "You got this, girl. She got this." And Natalie, I can see Dana down there in our virtual waiting room, and she appreciates that. She gives a wave to you, and she says, "Thank you, Natalie." Um,
Feel like I do feel like I'm on romper room. Everybody that checked in. I'm not frozen, y'all. I'm just sitting here like just like wow, really? Wow, wow, okay.
No, we appreciate it. We want the people saying hello. And Dana was a little nervous. And so, yeah, you all say hello to Dana and let her know that you're here. And I'm going to let you know what she says down there because I can see her. You can't, but I'm going to let you know when she's waving at you and smiling. And she's looking fabulous, honey. Honey, she went and cleaned up. Wait till you see her. She is looking Broadway ready for you. You're not ready, honey. She has the lights and everything. The hair is down and flowing. Um, Catherine says, "We love you too, Chris. We absolutely do." And Rosalind says, "Hi, Chris." Now give them a wave so they know that you're not frozen.
I'm not frozen.
There you
Hi,
go. He is
thank you,
alive.
thank you. Yes, yes.
He is alive right there and ready. So what
I'm I know, no, I'm just alive. I'm not ready, but
oh, okay. He's alive. He'll get
I'm
ready.
alive.
So okay, let me tell you guys a little bit what I've been going through personally, and we can talk about kind of some other things. When we talk about some anxiety, some a little bit of depression, and this, I'm 50. I know, yeah,
Yeah, I can't even think back that far. What
because Chris has me by a year or two, a year and a half, maybe or something like that. But I'm 50, and
you
I
say
didn't.
what?
I'm just, I'm trying to be nice, Chris, and
Okay,
respectful of
okay,
my
I'm sorry.
elders.
Sorry.
How about that? I'm trying to be respectful of my elders, and so
I,
I've hit
I think
I've
I
hit
think I think
menopause. I've hit menopause. Put your teeth back in.
you say
I've hit,
what?
I've hit menopause.
I think it hit you back. I'll talk to y'all later. When y'all get off this subject, I'll hit you. I'll be back.
I've hit menopause. There he is. He's out of here. He's out of here. Um, but thank thank you, Rosin. Rosin says, "Wow, Mona, you look amazing." I appreciate that. I need all that love right there. I do need that. It's Kaylee said, "Your kids and grandbabies are here, Dana." She's smiling and she's clapping just like this, and she's sending those right there to those babies and those kids.
Wait,
So
wait,
she
wait.
appreciates that
No, no, I'm good with the kids. What grandbabies?
because he got to see her a minute ago. She says two grandbabies, two
Say what?
grandbabies. What she says. So he's in shock
Okay,
right
we
now.
need to revamp that black don't crack thing. Okay, there's something going on. We need
And
to
then he's
put
giving you your props. He's giving you your
black
props.
black don't crack and in small fine writing and some shades of white. All right.
Okay.
No, I'm scared of you. What?
Okay,
Give
he's
look,
giving
I'm sorry.
her props right there.
Yeah, 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 because she that grandbaby thing threw me off. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let y'all go back to y'all men on pause thing, and I'll talk to y'all
Well,
later.
and get your butt back here. Get your butt back here because you're here for the male support. You're here for the male support, like always. So, when we're talking about with the happiness and the anxiety and the depression and those type of things, because I thought I was losing my mind. So let me be very clear with that. I thought I was losing my mind. And as always, my girl Sally down there, who's our director of research, she's putting some links and different things and resources down there for people because here's the part of it that nobody talked to me. And I'm 50 years old. No one had talked to me about this. No one, I didn't know what was going on because I'd had a hysterectomy in my early 20s. So these were mood swings. Okay. These were mood swings. And I'm giving people in the house the blues. I'm in a house full of men and I'm giving them the blues. And not knowing kind of what is happening here. And to not know and to be feeling like I'm going through this alone is terrifying, frightening. And I retreated. I retreated. Like when I come in the house, guess what? I'm going straight into my bedroom, straight into the bedroom and in the bed. And I was literally physically in pain, like stomach pains and all types of stuff. I'm just not even understanding what is going on. And just unhappy, sad. And then one minute I'm fine, and the next minute I'm busting out in tears. What is happening? And you guys see me all the time. I'm a very positive, very uplifting, very optimistic. All that shit was gone. All that was gone. All that was gone. Total perspective just out the window. And so the question then becomes, and Chris is so quiet, guys. He is I believe he's nervous. I believe he's
No, no,
nervous.
no, no. I've got
Yeah, I
nine
believe he's
sisters,
nervous.
five. I got 9 sisters, 5 daughters, an ex-wife, a current wife. No, I'm good. I
Well,
already
but
know where to
Chris,
go
I
with
don't
this.
want you to be quiet because I want you to represent the men right now.
That's what
And,
I'm doing. When I do this,
and you're being quiet.
that's what I'm doing. Because most
Wait,
brothers ain't staying around for this intro, bro. Most brothers like, look, I'll talk to y'all later.
wait, Melanie. Well, but how do men feel when this starts to happen? How do they feel?
Well, first of all, understand that somewhere along the line, somebody misspelled it. Okay, it
Here
is
we go.
actually men on pause. Okay,
Okay.
that shuts us all the way down. Men on pause. When it's one thing to when you're not sure because you're in total confusion. All right, when you're a man and this happens to the significant other or actually any female in your household, okay, you don't know which way to go. Any step you make can set them off. It could set them off crying. It could set them off throwing something. It could set them off all of a sudden they want to cook and get in the kitchen and burn your house down. There's no telling. It's a whole roller coaster. Disney ain't got nothing on menopause. There's not a ride out there in any
Dana
place
is cracking up down there.
that
And
is because I don't care what theme park you go to, it's not the ride that the woman's going on. It's the fact that you sitting in that seat right next to them, and it's like, all right, which mood am I going to be catching today? All right, now y'all out there laughing. I'm telling you, there's nothing worse than you sitting up there and you getting your groove on, and all of a sudden she busts out crying, and you going, what I break? What happened? You don't know what to do.
well, now and you and I spoke earlier, and that literally is what just happened within my life with my husband. And my husband is definitely, and for you all that know DJ Balo, he's this big, burly, big gangster dude, and he has been, because he didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on, and he turned into this biggest marshmallow teddy bear that you could ever imagine, and just wanted to know because when he saw all these tears coming out my eyes and saw that I didn't know what the hell was going on, and he just helped me and wanted to know what's wrong, babe, just what's wrong. And he didn't know what the hell was going on. And then when he called the next day from work, because he kept telling, you're just beautiful, you're just my angel, you're the sweetest thing in the world. And he called the next day and he's like, are you going through that post? And he just kept saying that post. And I said, menopause. And I said, yes. And his thing was, he said, "We're gonna get through this, babe. We're gonna get through it. I got you. I got you. I got you, babe. We're gonna get through it." You know what the hell we're gonna get through, but he just knew we were gonna get through it. And so, but here's the thing that I can't wait for Danny to get on, because I'm so confused, and I'm used to being able to figure out the tricks around things, because having MS and lupus and all these other things, I figure out the workarounds so that I know how to set myself up for happiness, to set myself up to make sure that for the most part I'm in control of my destiny and my workarounds, and I don't depend on other people for my happiness and my positivity and all those different types of things. Because I know that with the brain, just like with laughing, the brain doesn't know the difference between fake laughing and real laughing. And I'll fake laugh to kind of make myself happy. And even that shit wasn't working for me right now. And so I'm so curious in ways that I can, try and help. And I don't want this to be all about me, but I want some little tips to find out with the brain, different things that can be done to, for severe anxiety and depression and different things where you can help. And she's going to be talking about these different things that people can do to try and get themselves back on track with their own health and happiness.
Can I
And
add something there?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
just to throw
I'm
something in
always
there.
just nervous. I'm nervous, but
Okay,
go ahead.
from the male point of view,
Absolutely. I'm
when you
always
start
interested in the
when you
point of
start
view.
feeling like that,
Yeah.
keep away from the kitchen. Just don't go in the
You know
kitchen.
what?
Stay away from the plastic
Knives.
forks, the knives. I don't need you cooking me nothing, not nary nothing. We eating out. We calling DoorDash. We calling somebody. No, I
I
don't
did.
do it.
I did
Don't
ask
do that.
CJ Balo.
Okay.
He was like, "Will you fix me something?" I said, "You sure you want me to do that?" It was during one of those moments. I said,
No,
"You
no.
sure you want me to do that?" He's like, "You ain't poisoned me by now." I'm
That's what I'm saying. Look, I don't care. Look, see, the thing is, by now, it's like this might be the time. No,
no,
I'll be right back.
no, I
Okay.
need him. I
Mm,
need him. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
and the thing is, and the other thing is, I know that there's no warning for y'all when it happens, but when it happens, can y'all like have a color code or something? Like maybe little yellow sock you put on the door. Okay, like back when you was in college, you knew you had your girl in the room and you wanted your roommate to come
You
in.
know,
You put that red sock outside the door. Can we get a yellow one? Put it on the door so we know when we walk in what we're walking into.
you know what the yellow sock would be down your throat. That's
I
all I'm
don't, I'm just asking for a
You
friend.
guys,
Can
look,
we get some
if
kind of
you're on Facebook, Sally is loading up these links down there for you guys. And I see one of them that says helpful tips for men dealing with their women during menopause, which seems like that might be a helpful tip right there. Uh, and Rosalind, she says, LOL color code.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
people,
If it's gonna be like one of them days, you know what? Let me have a. There's a red sock. Look, hey Billy, I'm coming to your house, dog. Is I can't explain. Just I'm heading to your house. No, man, no,
if it were that simple, I wish. I wish
no,
I would hope to find out that it's just that simple, Chris. I
no. On
really
on the real, it's not. It's not because
you know.
I've been around my older sisters, and
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, I've been in a house where two of them were going through it at the same time,
And
and I
it's
felt.
different for each and every one of
Yeah,
them.
well, I felt like a ping. I felt like a tennis ball between Serena and Venus. Okay, I
Are
was
you
get
the only
smacked.
boy?
And I was the only boy in the room that time, but I won't be again. Okay, uh-uh. No, 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 no. Because I got one who's laughing and joking, and hey, how you doing? Fine. And I got the other one over here. If you don't get away from me, so I slide over to the side of the room with the one that's laughing.
Right,
All of a
right,
sudden,
right.
she flips. You get on my damn nerves. Uh-oh. I go back over towards this side. I didn't invite you back over here. Okay, now it's time to get low. You don't have you don't know which way to go. You don't
Well,
know which way to go, and it's I speak on it from a man's point of view, but believe me, I've seen it. I've seen the cold sweat. There's nothing worse than a bunch of women not sure of how they feel. Once the air conditioner is on, it's too cold. Now it's too hot. Now it's too cold. Now it's too hot. Next thing you know, clothes are flying all over the room and everybody's going, what happened? No, no, wait, what's happening? It's too hot. Oh, okay. Well, can you take that in your room? You know?
I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine being in the house with that many women and having
Mm-mm,
to decipher between all of that.
mm-mm.
But it's just me and then 3 men in here, and all of them at this point have been tiptoeing around. So for them, for them. I don't know
Like
how long
they've
they're
never
gonna-
tiptoed in their life.
for
Like
real.
they've never
They are,
tiptoed in
they're
their life.
quite nervous. They are
They
quite
went and
nervous.
yeah, they went and got
It
that
is
Spider-Man outfit on. They on
it's
the
it's
walls.
7:20. It's 7:20, and it's time for us to bring our guest. Dana, are you ready to come join us? Are you ready to come bring some legitimate knowledge to these issues right now?
Oh, legitimate. Okay, okay. Mine wasn't legitimate. Okay,
I'm
fine.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Good job.
Dana, don't tell him that. But Dana, thank you for coming in and joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us. And we appreciate you being here. Now, the first thing I want to know, I know we talked about all of that, but my first question for you is to kind of bring it back a little bit because you are
Okay.
definitely one of the Empowered Magazine honorees. We want to know,
Yes, yes.
what does it feel like being honored in that magazine? That's the first thing we want to know.
It's so special. I feel so blessed that I got this segue that's leading me, that if I can just, empower one woman, if they hear my story or hear something that I have to say, and whether it puts a smile on their face or, gives them something to share, empowering women, empower women. And I've had some great empowered women in my life that have made me who I am. And so I just believe in passing it forward. And I think we're in this together, like for Chris, all of us women, when you related to me about going menopause, I'm 49, I'm right behind you. So I don't know, my fiance might tell you, oh, she's going through that, because sometimes I'm hot, sometimes I'm cold, so it must be a tough thing for men to actually absorb and realize how to do it. I guess you are tiptoeing. Yeah.
Dodging around a little bit there. And now, when you say empowering, what does empower and to empower other women mean to you? And what
I just think any way you can build another woman up. We have this stigma of, we either have to look a certain way, we got to be a certain way, we got to be this top mom. And now with social media and, all these people, TikTok's telling me how to do my hair the other day. When can we just be us and be real? And if we need to break down, break down. If we need to give ourselves grace, give ourselves grace. But yet still be empowering and be an example to another woman and be real. Let them see that some days I don't have it all together. The other day I tried to get out of the car with my seatbelt on. There's times I'm looking for my glasses and they're on top of my head.
top of the
I've
head?
been talking on the phone and said, oh crap, I lost my phone. I'm talking on it. So we all have those kind of days, and it's about being real and letting, others know, men and women, that there's some days we don't have it all together. And we just don't.
Well, Dana, Sharon and Dad said, we're here, Dana. I came home from work early so we could watch together. How about that?
Thank you so much. This is just so amazing.
Well, what you do? You used up all your frequent caller miles, huh? You got everybody. I'm like, wait a minute. I was saying at the beginning of the show, I'm like, this look like damn romper room. Everybody checking in, and it's like, wow, really?
I love it. I absolutely love it. And as for going down the mic, we appreciate all you guys coming through and showing your
Yes,
support.
definitely.
We love it. And that's what we consider as far as empowering. We want you guys to spread the word even more. We absolutely love it because we know you're a little nervous, and we love the fact of your tribe coming through and showing that support for you.
Yeah. I'm so grateful.
When did you see her nervous? She
Don't
checked
worry
me.
about
She
it.
checked me right off the jump. All right, where did you see her nerve? I need to know about this.
Jackie says, it's mama. Look at that.
That's my Jakey. That's my grandbaby.
He sees you on there, says mama.
Okay.
I love it.
Now to
Well,
go back a little further, let's talk about this this grandma thing. Because you don't look like really.
I am. So my oldest is 27, and he gave me a 2-year-old grandson. That was Jakey, and I'm his mama. And then I have a grandbaby, Brenly, and she is just about 5 months.
Okay.
Goes by so fast.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at you going, Grandma, Well, that ain't the same person I looked at earlier. Well, okay, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I am. I'm enjoying every minute. So different than being a mom.
I
Way
know, right?
different.
You can feed them all the sugar you want and send them home.
That's
That is
right.
the
That's
coolest
right.
thing in
And
the
I
world.
do. I buy all those loud toys. Here you go. Send those loud toys home.
The best part of life.
That's
Now,
Yeah.
it.
speaking of part of that, now you are all about the happy and
Yes.
happiness and the journey that you made in your life and finding the happiness for yourself and trying to help others find that happiness. Now, when you talk about choosing your happiness and it being up to you to decide, tell the people what that means and kind of dissect that for them.
Well, it started with, I didn't get it until I was probably, in my early 40s. I cared what other people thought. I cared whatever everybody thought of me. I had to be the best at everything. I was afraid of letting people down. And I went through some things in life, a couple divorces. I started my own company 11 years ago, and this July, I'm on my 11th year. And it's just blossomed. And I went from an administrator job and started my own company for myself. But I got my college degree and all that. I was searching for happiness, but it felt like I was waiting for somebody to make me happy, whether it was a husband or my children or my friends to make me happy. And I don't know what happened, but I just was miserable, no matter what I did. I just really didn't find that core happiness. And I started reading some self-help books. I, started going to counseling, and all of a sudden it just hit me like, you are your creator of your happiness. So once you figure that out, then I was like, whoa, it wasn't my ex-husband's job to make me happy. Now, people can aid to your happiness. My soon-to-be husband now, he aids to my happiness. My children aid to my happiness, but it is not their really responsibility to make me happy. When I wake up every day, I choose. Today, I'm going to be a bitch. I'm grouchy. I can't stand the world. This happened to me. This bill needs to be paid. The car broke down, whatever it is. Or I can start being appreciative and realize what I have and set goals for myself and want to achieve them. And since I started doing that, I really have found like an inner happiness. It's almost indescribable. Not that turmoils and triumphs don't come towards me. You know what I mean? You do, that's life. But now I think I have a different perspective. Like I look at hardships or a hard time, or whether it be a hard day, or just my morning didn't go well, a client's not happy, whatever it could be. And I turn it into, how can I make this either a learning, experience, or how can I be better next time around? If you can't go back and redo it, how can I change it so it's better in the future? It's kind of like I'm just navigating this journey called life. I think when you do that, though, since I've learned that, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to choose to be happy. You need to be equipped with tools. The tools are what make you happy. So, and I know it's different for everybody. So some of the tools that I use is I journal every day. I take not even maybe 10 minutes. The first thing I do is I write a couple things that make me smile. My hot coffee, my Keurig that makes me my hot coffee and my coffee creamer. I love that. My puppy dog's waiting for me when I come down the stairs. Hearing my grandbabies or a baby laugh. Those are things that make me smile. Seeing the sunrise when I look out my window, it reminds me that I have a fresh chance at a new day. Then once I figure out what can make me smile, I think about things that I'm grateful for. Attitude of gratitude. No matter what, even in your lowest of times, you have something to be grateful for. Even if you can open your eyes every single morning and you have a fresh new day, that is something to be grateful for. And I have abundance of a lot of things to be grateful for. Healthy children, a body of mind that's able to work and to, go to the gym and do things in life. Some people don't have that. My children are healthy. My grandbabies are healthy. Some mammas are, having their grandbabies that are going through horrible things. You know what I mean? I have so much to be grateful for. I just go in my car and start it up. Some people don't have that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you start counting your blessings, it makes your woes a little bit less important. Not that I'm not saying something my mom taught me was when you feel something or your feelings are hurt or you've had a hard time, feel those. Really feel those. You have a right to your feelings. Someone pisses you off, you have a right to that. But you feel it and you don't stay there. You wash your face, you take a shower, you pull yourself up and say, okay, I'm back at it again. So those kind of techniques to help me work too, to aid in my happiness and to create my happiness. And then I also think it's important to have a vision of where you want to go, where you call that goals, whether you call that, where do you see yourself? You know, and they could be little things, they could be big things. Example, some of mine. I want to learn Spanish. I will promise you within the next 2 years, I'll be fluent in Spanish. I'm going to take little avenues to get there, whether I go to Mexico a lot and I'm talking with them, little bits in here. Right now I'm Google translating, but it's eventually coming. I'm going to take a college class in Spanish. I'm going to work on, you know, having date nights, and my fiance and I will just speak Spanish to one another. So eventually we'll start learning it. I'll meet friends that talk to, you know, speak the language and ask them to talk to me. That's just one little goal. But I don't care if you want to, you know, I want to double my business by next year. So you can't just have that vision or goal and just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You have to have a plan to get there.
But so now even speaking Spanish, you travel a lot too, don't you?
Right. So that's also, you know, a vision of mine. I wanted to create a business that allowed me to travel. So I put together little bits and pieces that are enabling me to do that now. Setting my business up to where, yes, I own it, but now I'm having people that I'm letting run it. And it's enabling me to still have income, but I can travel, you know, I can work from the beaches of Cancun. I can work from a subway in New York.
No, not subway. I used to live there. No, take that off of your bucket list. Take that off of your work list. No, see, New York was fine.
Interesting.
No, you went to Subway. No, you got misinformation.
Do it one time. It's a bucket list thing.
I did it. I did it at Christmas time.
All right, so you were down there, Rockefeller Center, in the madness.
I was.
And you want to go back?
I want to go back. I gave a gentleman that had no shoes, no shirt, and was on the floor, and who knows what he was on, but he wanted my Starbucks. And if anybody knows me, they know I love my Starbucks. And for the love of my heart, I gave him my Starbucks.
You're a champion. You're a champion. Because I'm going to tell you, I ain't giving nobody my Starbucks. Not at $12 a cup. No.
Well, shame on you. Shame on you. Jill says,
I'll be saying shame on me. I applaud you. I applaud you. Because I grew up in New York. And the first thing I wanted to do was get away from the subways. So, yes.
It was interesting, to say the least. It was very interesting, but that's how I got all around. I had to learn my lesson. I went the wrong way a couple times.
That's my fear right there. That's the fear right there. That's it right there. Well, Jill, I wanted to make sure you saw that. Jill said, "I love you, Mom."
I see it. I see it. I love you too.
Well, but the thing is, I think is the experience and the happiness and the joy that it gave you. Because again, you're talking about the things that make you happy. And not just, oh, I bought some Starbucks. No.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Giving that Starbucks away made her happy. So yeah.
Well, and I do those things as well too. I also believe that the more stuff you have, the more anxiety you have. The more, if you have more properties or more boats or, my business, yes, I want it to grow so big, but the more you have, the more anxiety you have. So I'm trying to minimalize. I baby steps. One of the things I did is, I don't know what's going on in my kitchen, but I don't know how many spatulas a girl needs to have. I think I want to say at about 19, I have 2 drawers of just And I love to cook, don't get me wrong, but how many spatulas does a woman need in the kitchen? I
Well,
don't have a restaurant.
in my mother and aunt's kitchen, that would depend on how many kids you had.
Yeah, I only have 3 and only one lives at home still.
Yeah, see, spatulas weren't always used for cooking. Sometimes they were used.
True. True. I've had a few of those broken on the butt before.
Um,
Back in my day, that's what we did. We didn't believe in timeout.
Yeah.
no, the only thing you got back in my day was knocked out. Okay, but
That's another story for another show.
that's it. That's
Another
it.
But I've been getting back to the point is I've been trying to minimalize different things in my life that I really don't need. And then what I try and do is find somebody that might use them. You know, I had, 6 pairs of tennis shoes, and I don't wear 6 pairs at one time. It's nice to keep 2 or maybe 3, but 6 pairs I really don't need. And you always go to your favorite ones anyways, so
you're so right.
there's someone out there that needed my shoes. I just put on my community and said, does anybody, need this size tennis shoes? And, I had a couple women, come forward and they need the shoes. I don't miss those 3 pairs of shoes that I never wore.
You're right.
And when I did that, it's so nice to have my shoes. I know exactly where they're all lined up pretty. It just, something so simple as where my shoes are. My anxiety level just dropped.
So I'd like to ask you,
Yeah.
is there a difference in the way anxiety affects a man and the way anxiety affects a woman? Is there a difference?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a man.
Thanks.
I like her.
I never want to speak on a man's behalf.
Well, I didn't
Talk about staying in your lane. I
I'm
like that.
staying in my lane.
I didn't know if we looked at within the brain and the way serotonin affects different things. I didn't know if we knew in reference to that, if we knew actually, if we studied that or anything like that. I didn't know.
Yeah, I haven't learned that in any of my classes about how I think men deal with ways of life and stress and anxiety different than women do.
Okay.
Their reactions are different, or just like anything. And I don't know if it's even men or women. I think different people react different ways to grief, to anger, to trauma. We all have our different ways of, reacting, or what we, choose to comfort us. But I don't know if that's a gender thing.
Sally found it out.
Say that again, Chris.
Sally found out.
Oh, of course, Sally would. Sally's down there with her links. So now, what would be your best 2 pieces of advice for someone, just general pieces of advice for someone to, I guess, maybe first steps to try and find their happiness?
First of all, I think when you wake up in the morning, find something that you're grateful for. When you think something, that you're grateful for, because, I'm definitely very spoiled with my life. I have had lots of hardships, but I've always had something to be grateful for. There's some people that open their cupboard and don't have food. There's some people that I'm sitting here and, it's, what time is it? 8:38 my time, and it's still 80 some degrees outside. I have my AC on. There's some people, it was 107 where I live today. Some people don't have AC. I'm like sitting here sweating, and I got this air blowing on me, and I just, wow, I'm grateful for AC. I'm grateful when I look out the window to these beautiful mountains. Find something that you're grateful for. That starts you on the road. I'm not saying that will continue to make you happy, but when you can realize what you have that others don't, that's a good start. And then second of all, my next thing would probably be, also at the end of the day, I do another journal routine and I talk about my wins for the day. And if my only win was getting out of bed and putting makeup on, that's a win. If I didn't, do anything else, if all you did was compliment somebody, that's another tip that I was going to have. You feel better when you do something for everybody. I've talked to a lot of people that are in mass depression, and they don't know how to get out of it. And I don't know how to get them out of it except just give them tools that help me. But one thing I can say is when you do kind gestures for other people, it does wonders for your psyche. It really does. If ever, I find out, a mom has a kid that had surgery or they're under the weather, they're having surgery, I'll go bring them a meal. Some of my clients are elderly and they can't sit at the kitchen and cook, and they don't have any kids around them. And I don't know how to cook. My mama taught me, you don't just cook for two. Now I'm almost an empty nester. My daughter's hardly never home and my kids are gone. And my fiance looks at me and says, so who's all coming over? Because there's enough for 20. I just say, you never know who's going to walk in your house. But beside the point, I can always pack up a little container and I find somebody that wants home cooking that can have that. And it does something for my psyche, just because I feel good when I've done something for somebody. And then when they get it, to see their smile just adds the fireworks on top of my already feel good. So those are my suggestions to help you a good start. I could go on and on how long we got, to work on what it takes to create your happiness. But that's a good reference for a good start to kick you on that road.
I love it.
You did.
So here's something. Mom and Dad say, who taught you all that?
Life taught me all that. But I do owe some props to my dad. So I really do. He's made me into the woman I am. So I'm very grateful.
Very good. Very good, Dad. Very good, Dad.
Good job.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you think that you want to share with the people? Anything from any facet of you, Dana, that you want to share? Doesn't even have to be on this subject, that you want to share with the people to empower them in any level. And like I said, and hopefully you get it. We're free flowing, and we just
I love it. I love it.
We just want to help the people.
As I'm sitting here thinking too, a lot of what I've done in my life is try to get rid of as much negativity as I can. And one thing that I have realized in my late 40s is there is a lot of negative triggers out there. And a lot of them are people, sadly. So I've had to kindly, not rudely, but just eliminate them from my life. Negativity, I believe, brings on negativity. The universe, what you put out in the universe, the more positive you come, the more positive things happen. And if they don't, the positive outlook happens. Even in my world I have not had an easy world, being a single mom, supporting my children on my own, starting my business. I almost lost my business through the pandemic. I don't, through my divorces or whatever it be, I don't look at it as horrible things that happen to me. I'm grateful. Not that I want to welcome triumphs in my life, no, but every single triumph that I had has made me a stronger person. Can you imagine if we just had it easy all the time? What kind of weak people would we be? Mm-hmm. I'm the strong ass girl because of the strong ass shit that I went through. Sorry, parents.
Say that one more again.
I said, I'm the strong ass person because of the strong ass and crazy shit that I went through. Thanks, Chris. I got a fist bump for that.
That's it. Yeah, because the part I love in looking at your bio was when you said, I get up in the morning and look in the mirror. That was the one that got me. It's like, oh, girlfriend just going to start it off right. Like, I'm really not thinking about what y'all think about. I like what's in the mirror, and that's what I'm working with.
Yes, that's what I'm working with.
That's it.
And if I don't like her, then I need to change her. I'm a work in progress. I tell everybody I'm a hot mess express. And, every day I'm just trying to be better than that girl I was the day before. Mm-hmm. And if anybody's doing that, whether you're man or woman, if you're better than you were the day before, then give yourself a pump fist.
Yeah.
You deserve that. Yeah. So that's my mission. And if I can just, get my word across and inspire somebody, man or woman, then I've done my job here on this earth. So I'm very blessed and honored to be a part of this show. And I thank you both for having me.
We appreciate you. Do you feel empowered right now?
Yes, I do. I'm empowered. I'm ready to go.
All right. Do you feel like you empowered others today?
I do. And I hope I sure did.
You absolutely did. We so appreciate the fact that you came on here. And we want others to know that every quarter, Empowered Magazine highlights the accomplishment of other women just like Dana and many others. So if you know someone, please go to the www.empoweredmagazine.com and nominate them. Definitely nominate them. And then we want you to know that next week on the show, our next guest is going to be on 9/14/22. The Empowered Magazine guest is going to be Dorita Thomas. So we definitely want you to come back next week and check her out. And that the replay of this show, so just in case you want to come back and watch it again, you can watch it forever. It's going to be out here. It's going to be out here forever
You
and
didn't
ever.
get enough of me.
It's going to be forever and ever and ever. But the live replay is going to be this Monday at 7 p.m. again, Mountain Standard Time. And you can catch it on all the same networks that you have it right now, including the radio station. But it will be on every place that is now, forever and ever and ever and ever. You can always go and click it and go see her again and again and again and share it as often as you like. And Dana, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate
Thank you both so much. I appreciate it.
you are welcome to come back
I
anytime.
will. I will come visit.
Yes, with any of our other guests and any of your guests that are watching, we want you to come back and chime in and watch any of our other guests as often as you like. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of them. Thank you so much. Stick around for the rest of the show if you'd like to watch it and chime in too. We're going to go ahead and release you. And again, thank you so much for being a guest on the show.
Thank you again.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Have a
Thank
great
Bye, Chris. Bye, Bonnie. Take care.
Bye, David.
All right, all right, all right. And another one. And another one. That was a great show. We do appreciate Dana. That was fun.
I need to do a PSA. It's like, all right, now hear this
Uh,
world. Now hear this.
that was from Denise at Angel Face. I'm honored to be your mom. So Denise is still down there, Denise. So hopefully you can see that. I think that one was for you.
Mm, yeah. You see, PSA. Be careful, world, because Dana's coming. Okay,
Absolutely.
and she coming
Absolutely.
strong. She is coming strong.
Absolutely. Definitely let you guys know. Because look, with everything that's going on in this world, I am not mad for some happiness, honey. I am
Mm-mm,
not mad
mm-mm.
because y'all is mad as hell. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all some happiness someplace. Learn how to get that stuff yourself. Yes, Rosalind Dana is so awesome. Like, how can you be mad with some happiness?
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
How can
not
you be
that.
mad at that? Not at all. I am truly, truly pleased. Truly pleased. And right now, I used to do just going through it, but you guys know it's always appreciative and grateful and appreciative, even when shit is not going right. I am grateful and appreciative. And so she is my spirit person. She is my spirit person, you guys. You guys know that. She is my spirit person.
There you go.
Dana, you're my spirit person. You're my spirit person. Just know that.
Just be on the lookout for that, right?
Yes, you're my spirit person. So just know
No,
that.
she's extremely happy. Definitely.
Yeah, but she's real. She's
Yes.
real. So I can deal with that because I'm gonna cuss you out a little bit too sometimes, and then I'm gonna bake you some cookies
Say
and give
what?
you a hug.
Okay, you cuss me out all the time. You ain't baked me a doggone thing.
But I do great stuff for you.
No, but I'm going back to the bacon part.
But I got you seafood.
Yeah, and I saw food and I ate it. But what's that got to do?
So there you I have a picture of you with the seafood. So you good. You good.
I'm never
WUBI
gonna live that
Ubiquity
one down.
Radio. WUBI Ubiquity Radio listeners, we appreciate you staying with us. And I hope you are enjoying the show. If you are listening to us, your ears are definitely humming with happiness. And we appreciate that. If you are watching us on WUBI.live and look, your eyes are definitely warm and happy. And every place else, if you are watching us on Facebook, let me try and get that all together. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Apple iPod, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, Google Podcasts. I can't remember them all the 20 something sites. If you're watching us in any of the 150 countries listening to us, we appreciate you guys in any of the other languages that you're listening to us because we had to think about that, didn't we? If you're in other countries, you're listening to us in other languages and our mouths are moving differently. And we appreciate you in all of those. If you're watching us live, we appreciate it. If you're watching the replay, hit the subscribe, follow, or friend button. We want you to do that to make sure, and then hit that notification button so you know every time we have a new podcast or video that goes up. Come on back again. Don't forget that we have our next guest coming on September 14th, next
September
Wednesday.
14th, right?
That is Doria Thomas. She is doing insurance. Baby, I caught her show on Sister Extravaganza with
Okay.
Tori Taylor. Honey, she's gonna let us know. She has some good information,
All
really
right.
good, practical information, not boring insurance. Let me let you know, not one of these women that are coming on here are boring. Let's be very clear about that. Let's be very, very clear. Some information that you really can take away, something for your life and very practical from that moment right then that you can learn something. And the other part about it is, you guys, you always can send me questions, right? You can send me questions ahead of time or any of that stuff when I'm posting about them. You guys can always send me questions to ask. That is always, very,
That's a
very
whole lot of fun
possible.
when we get those.
That I didn't like the way that sound, but okay.
No, no, because you get to see the questions that people want. It's
I
not
understood what you
impromptu.
said. I just said I didn't like the way it sounds, but that's nothing new coming from me to you.
Well, how should I say it? Should I say it in a different tone?
Probably because I know you like doing that. I know you like doing that.
Well,
Did
that's.
you like the show today, Chris?
I love the show. I love the show.
I
But
like
see,
that.
I, I go back into the voice because every time I go back into the voice, you wind up getting a phone call or running into somebody.
Oh, here we go. You that made you happy, guys. I was on set. I was on set this weekend, and and it was a director from Atlanta. And here's the thing: I don't brag. I don't brag about all the people I know and all the celebrities and all. I don't brag about all that stuff, and I don't do all that. And the young man, he said, he at the end, he was, he liked my work and this, that, and the other. And then he said, I'm the voice. He did this voice. And he does, he has a voice. But he said, I'm the voice. And I said, no, I work with the voice. The voice is on my show. And he's like, what show do you have? And I said, tell him about my show. And I said, no, the voice is on my show. He's like, ceremony. I'm like, no, I'm telling you. I'm like, he's from New York. He was on some station, this, that, and the other, because Chris has been my friend for a long time. And I don't care about his celebrity and everything. That's not why he's been my friend. I don't even know all the details. I still don't know. Even after he got on, he did all this. I don't even remember it.
That was funny.
It was. And so the guy, he's like, well, what station? Because he was from New York also originally. Because Wendy Williams was on this, and so it had to be this, this, this. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna call him. So Chris didn't answer. And so, because I said, he's like, what's his name? I said, Chris Lake. I don't know him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm gonna call him. So he didn't answer. And he's like, sure, Moni. Anyway, so I'm the voice, and this is this. And so Chris calls back. And Chris is talking to him. And so the guy, what he's talking about, red alert or something, something, or whatever.
DJ Red
And
Alert
he's
from right from 98 98 Kids. Right.
right. And Chris starts talking about, yeah, I went to school with him. We used to jump over this fence, that fence, da, da, da. And then Chris says WBLS or something or whatever. And
No,
then the
no.
guy's
I did WBLS 107.5 in
so
stereo.
now Chris can't see this. First, the guy standing next to me like this because he's the director. And Chris does that voice. And the guy does this. And he goes like this. And he says, oh, Mr. Chris. Oh my God. Mr. Chris. Oh, oh, Moni. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He said, I used to listen to you in high school. Moni, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I said, what are you doing? He's like, I used to listen to him in high school. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's like, I'm so sorry, Moni. I shouldn't have doubted you. I said, I told you. I told you. I just didn't know all the details. I told you. And I said, now I'm going to hang up on him. I said, because I cuss him out every day right before my show. And so he said, yeah, she does. I said, love you, bro. She said, love you, sis. And we hung up the phone.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
hilarious. That was so hilarious. I think what was funny was when you called me back and said, "You are never gonna believe this brother's reaction."
He said, you were so unassuming. And so why do I need to brag about all that stuff? It's just Chris.
Just Chris.
It's just Chris.
Just Chris.
He's like, do you know who he is? I said, it's just Chris. It's just Chris. So I cuss out every day before the show.
Right. And to him, he's like, "Oh man, wait a minute, nah, he ain't just Chris. Let me explain about
It's
him."
just Chris. He's like, "Do you know who he is?" And it's just Chris. It's just Chris. He's like, "Every day I listen to him." Ah, it's just Chris. Mm, that's
Just
just my boy.
Christian.
That's my brother.
That's
So
it.
anyway, but it gave that guy like he went. He said, "Oh my god!" He's like, "I got chills." He's like, "I totally just fanned out." I said, I saw, I saw what happened. I said, "Dude, you went from this," I said, "to this." He's like, "I got to walk away for a second." I said, "It's all good. It's cool. It's totally cool." I said, "I get it. I get it." So anyway, happiness, happiness.
Happiness. How do you find your happiness? Just listening to a voice on the radio.
I get it.
That's
Yeah,
all. That's all it was.
imagine
So,
that. You never because he said his wife told him he said you treat people right because you never know who you're talking to and who they
that's it.
know.
That's it.
You know
That's it.
because I
Yeah.
didn't walk in with that air and I didn't know that knucklehead was on the radio. I didn't know
Wow.
I didn't know
Wow.
he was on the radio like that. Didn't know.
It's nothing but love. But I'm gonna tell you something. If I may,
Yeah.
I have to give props to my wife.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we're talking about empowerment.
Yes.
This woman has empowered me from day one. So, Ellen, I love you. Thank you for the empowerment you give me every day in every way. She's right now in a rehab facility. She broke her ankle, and even from that position, she's still empowering me. So, thank you.
We appreciate that. Guys, look, it has been an amazing show. We hope that everyone has appreciated. We want to see you coming back every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Definitely check us out. Go to the page, make sure that you subscribe and you follow and you share. Share this broadcast. Let other people know that we are out here. We're always looking for amazing sponsorships. We have amazing sponsorship available. We're looking for great guests and opportunities to go out and host. Let us know. We have other great and amazing Empowered Magazine honorees coming up every single week. Catch the replay on Monday. And again, go to our YouTube page and subscribe and watch all the other replays of the Empowered Magazine honorees and then all the other guests before that. That we've had that are absolutely amazing. Sally said that was very nice to give your wife kudos, Chris. Yes, you'll be hearing much more of that ending the show with that him reminding or remembering who has empowered him since we're talking about empowering um, the people who have empowered us as a man he has to definitely give honor to who has empowered him so kudos to that. Are you ready to get out of here, sir?
Yeah, I guess so.
You sound sad.
Well, because we have fun.
We do have fun. We
We
have a good
have
time
fun.
doing this.
But I'm gonna tell you, when you first started talking about like men on pause, I was like, all right, see, I'm gonna just go ahead and put that out there and just stop. And oh, wait a minute, before I forget, the UDT, we got to shout them out.
Yes, we have to remember the nonprofit that we are definitely supporting that is United Dance Team of Buckeye, Arizona. They are doing the Together We Win in North Las Vegas, September 17th, 2022. And look, they need a little bit of your funding help. They are a nonprofit, so you can write that off, people. You can write that off. And their poster is there, or their flyer is on our going down the mic page on Facebook. You can go over there, but they have PayPal you can give to, Cash App, and I believe that is just their website you can go to, and they take check or cash. But go check it out. Like we were talking about, a cup of Starbucks. I'm gonna say Brooks Brother again. Brooks Brothers too is a little bit
Ooh,
more expensive.
that
Woo,
suit'll get them there.
that'll get them a lot of places. Dutch Brothers is what I wanted to say. A Dutch Brothers, a McDonald's Happy Meal, whatever it could be that you can give, they would be gladly appreciated to get those little kids just the things that they need to happiness and joy. Happiness and joy, just like Danny was saying,
I
to
was just gonna say,
help someone else.
Just like Dana said, with the
Absolutely.
Happy Meal. There you go.
Happy Meal to help give them something to get them there. These are young kids that are out here doing some things to be on the right track, to be on the right track. And then Sally is putting that link down there on that Facebook page for you also. But United Dance Team of Buckeye, Arizona is one of the nonprofits that Going on the Mic is definitely supporting. They have been invited to dance in North Las Vegas. It's called Together We Win, and they are getting there September 17th, 2022. So they need your help of donations. Just a little bit from everybody will get them there. So go on over to our Facebook page and find that flyer and just donate a little bit. And again, they are a nonprofit, so you can get that money back on your taxes. So, anything else from you, sir, before we get up out of here?
Something about twos and fews.
Twos and fews?
Yeah, got to give up them twos and
Give
fews.
them on up. Give them on
That's
up.
it.
Guys, it has been a glorious night. We have enjoyed ourselves. I just feel a little bit more energized with all that happiness. I appreciate everyone from being here. Make sure you go out and nominate somebody over there with Empowered Magazine, the woman that you know that's out here doing it all across the U.S. And go and take it international because that is an international magazine. All right.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right
Oh,
then. Yeah.
we
What's
forgot
that? Who?
Catherine.
Wait.
Her
Let's get on.
article.
I don't have it queued up in here, but let's go ahead and say congratulate. Let me bring her up then. Let's go ahead and congratulate Miss Catherine from Lighthouse. Wait, I can't. Lighthouse Beauty,
Lighthouse Styling and Beauty.
Styling and Beauty. That's the record. It says she was featured in. Was it Phoenix Times?
Phoenix Variety, Phoenix Times, Phoenix, one of the magazines. Yeah.
I think it
One.
was Phoenix
I
Times. I
it
think
just happened today.
yes,
Yeah,
and
Phoenix Times.
she was featured in there, and she is one of the on the team here. There it is. We had it all wrong. Voyage Phoenix. She was featured in. Her company was. She does styling. The company does styling and everything. So we want to say congratulations to her. In reference to that, to her company, she is one of the Going Down on the Mic team members. So congratulations on that accomplishment. We appreciate you and much success. All right, guys, we're out of here and we will see you next time. Peace in the Middle East.
Bye bye.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. I see me addressing you. Let me put the smile right onto your face, tracing every inch of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know that we can't play naughty. You beg and I plead, and you pull my heartstrings until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. Until I feel the vibration.